You're live.
Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. How are you all? Oh, I'm a little bit tired. Hickle bit. Oh, we are literally, me and Lindy Lou are running around that shop. We're up to here in bubble wrap and packing and trying to get all the Hachanda orders done, as well as all your website orders as well. So, yeah, a little bit busy today. It's all good. It's all good. Still smiling. Just about. Can't wait to this weekend though. I'm going away this weekend. Just me and my husband for 2 nights. It's going to be bliss. No laptop, no phone. I'm so excited. I need it. I really do need just a couple of days to switch off. It's going to be lush. How is everybody? Is anyone coming online? Who's there?
We got Sonia who's come on.
Hi, Sonia.
Just waiting for everyone else to show up.
Just waiting for everyone else to show up? Yeah. Cool. Say hello if you're there, guys. Let us know you're there. So, couple of things. We're going to do a block, obviously, today, because it's Wednesday. And we're going to do I'm going to do a real traditional block, but we're going to alter it. We're going to play with it a little bit, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can use traditional. So you okay?
Yeah, just checking something.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know why just the comments went coming up for a second.
All right. Oh, go away. Oh, there's a big fly in here. Oh, I hate flies. It's alright, it's because I've had all the windows open, because it's sticky hot today, isn't it? It's like proper muggy. So all the windows are coming off. Big fly in it. Oh, he's going to annoy me. Drew, can you open that door and see if we can get him to go out? It's noisy buggers. So we're going to do a block today, and we're going to do a real traditional shoe fly block, but we're going to alter it because I want to show you how you can take traditional blocks and maybe play with them and how you can make them look different just by using other techniques with them. So that's what I thought we'd do today. But first of all, I've got to do the free prize draw. You know, the Christmas challenge post? I forgot to do it Monday. Completely forgot to do it Monday. Getting a bit ready, busy for Hachanda yesterday, and yeah, so forgot to do it. So there was some fabulous stuff. I mean, I love Christmas anyway. I'm a proper Christmas person. Do love it, but I really like. There was just Lisa Fowler, if you're there, lovely. I loved your elf crochet wreath. I thought that was beautiful. Loved that. Who else did I remember seeing? Dawn Norman, you'd put some really beautiful centerpieces that you'd done, like folded ones, like wreath ones to put on the centerpiece. I think you put a candle or something in them, don't you? There was that one. Who else did I see? Carolyn Davis. I loved some of your bits. Oh, there's lots and lots and lots. Some really, really interesting, fabulous things. Carolyn, I hope you had a nice birthday yesterday as well. So, who watched Hachanda? Did anybody watch? Let us know if you did. Let us know what you thought. It was crazy, wasn't it? It was a sellout show if you did watch. So, all of your names are in here. And I've got a little mug mat is the prize, done in the brand new Liberty. Okay. I've got a little Lewis and Irene ready-made stocking, which you could give as a gift for somebody, or you could just hang it up. And I've also got a little fat quarter bundle of some of the new, I won't Christmassy, some of the new Moda Christmas fabrics we've had in. These aren't on the website yet. They will be going on this week, hopefully. That's one of my jobs this week, is to get, I've had loads of new stuff in. Some Christmassy bits. There's some William Morris come in. I'm going to show you that tomorrow. So, so yeah, that's what the prize is. So I've popped all your names. I think there's 68 in total. So all your names are in there. Give it a really good, make some noise. Make some noise. And Grooves, you pick a name for me, please. And the lucky winner has got one?
I got 2.
No, shake him off. Only pick one. Okay, got it? Sorry, was I holding it too high? There we go. So the lucky winner is Cheryl Dawe. Is that how you pronounce your surname? Dawe? D-A-W-E? Cheryl? These are coming your way. If you could drop us a little Facebook message with your address, I'll get these out to you, okay? But congratulations, Cheryl. Those are coming to you. We will again always put another challenge post up, probably next week now. I'll come up with something else, and because I love it. I do really, really love to see what you're making. It's fantastic. So, so who's there? Anybody there before we get started?
We've got Nicola, we've got Wendy.
Hi, Nicola. Hi, Wendy.
Catherine Lamb.
Hi,
Caroline. Catherine Jones.
Ah,
Tina,
lovely.
Those are people.
Fab. Hi, everybody. Yeah, so first time I'd worked with Janice yesterday on Hachanda, but that was really interesting. She was lovely, really, really lovely, really fun to work with. She was fab. Yeah, asked lots of nice questions as well, which is good because we had to fill some time because God, it sold quickly. Just before we start the block, I wanted to tell you as well, it should be going online later on, but I'll post a link to Facebook, up on our Facebook page. You know that I've done the 7 o'clock lives for the crafts show. I'm going to be doing a paid class with them. It's £8 and it's about an hour and a half-ish class. When you purchase the ticket, you'll get a link to a private Facebook group. So it'll work just like this. You can comment, Drew will read out the comments, but it's a much longer full class. And I'm going to be doing this, okay? So we're going to be doing a machine applique and some long stitching, some decorative long stitching with a piping as well. I'm going to show you to do piping, okay? So I'm going to be doing a cushion, but again, you could do it as a block. But it's, yeah, just let you know, I'll pop a link on. So if you'd like to join in, you're more than welcome, okay? But we're going to be doing this as a whole project. So you'll be able to do it all the way start to finish with me, okay? So that's going on, like I said, that will be going on the, it'll be on the craft show's website thing, but I will put the link so that you can see it if you want to join in. But for £8, and you can ask questions as I'm doing it, just like you can here. Okay. Right. Is that all the news? Any comments or questions before we start sewing?
Linda says hi. I'm here too.
Hi, Lindy. Oh, we're busy in the shop today, aren't we? As well. Shop's busy as well as all the orders. Cool. Right. So we're going to make a really traditional Shoofly block. Okay, which is nice and simple. It's a real beginner's block. But then I thought, what would happen if? Okay, and you know I do that a lot. What would happen if I do this? What would happen if I do that? So we're going to start really nice and simply with some half square triangles, because the block itself is really easy. It's a real simple one. You're going to want 2 5.5-inch squares from one fabric and 2 5.5-inch squares from your background fabric. You have to excuse me, my teeth aren't in today. Obviously they're my teeth, but I'm struggling with my words today. Really am. And then you want 4 4.5-inch squares from your background fabric, and you want 1 4.5-inch square for your centre. Okay, so there's very little to this main block. It's a really effective one. It's a real traditional one, but there's not much to it. But I want to play with it. I thought let's play with it and see what's going on. So, just like we always do with half square triangles, we're going to draw a line right down the back of this one, like this. Again, you could probably get away with 5-inch squares rather than 5.5, but you know me, I always like to go a weeny bit big and cut down. So there we go, down like that. And then we're going to put them right sides together with the other 5.5s like that, and we're going to stitch down both sides of the line. Oh, sorry, I've got slurping my coffee. I've given myself hiccups. I'm going to have to hold my breath, but if I hold my breath, I can't talk at you. So who tuned in? Did anybody tune in? Let me know if you did. It's always nice to know. So, yeah, it was it was really fun show, actually. It's a hell of a long drive up there. Drew, do you want to just pop those on the ironing board behind you, out the way, or somewhere out the way? Sorry, just so you can see. It is a long drive up there, just for an hour, but it was so worth it. We literally sold out of everything. It was brilliant. So yeah, really good day. So, and I don't know if you did watch it, that massive bundle that they were giving away. So they asked all of the suppliers to donate something, and then one lucky person won it all, and it was something like £2,500 worth of stuff. There was an overlocker in there and all sorts. It was crazy amount of stuff. Right, just 1/4 inch down both sides. Okay. Down that side, and I'm going to chain piece them for quickness. I'm going to go down this side. There we go. Down this side. So how is anybody? Any comments there?
Claire says the class sounds great. I'm interested.
Yeah, I'll pop a link on for you, lovelies, so that you can join in. It's because you'll have paid for it, you can go back into the group at any time and re-watch it as well. which is quite good. It means that you've kind of got, if you don't want to sew along on the day, if you just want to watch and kind of get your head around it, you can go back and pause me and do next bit, pause me and do the next bit. But yeah, it's the first time they've been doing them with the cake people, the sugar craft people, for a little while now, since lockdown. But a little while, and they've gone really, really well. They've had lots of people join in. So they've just started doing them with sort of soft crafts, and I know they've done 2 so far, so I think mine next Tuesday will be the 3rd one that they've done. So yeah, be interesting to see. Be a bit of fun, won't it? Okie doke, scrolling over here, cut up the line as we normally do. Ooh, would if I did this properly. There we go, cut up this line like that. Any other questions there or comments?
Nikki said watched her Chanda was crazy busy.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a bit like, I kept having the producer going, have you got more stock of this? Can you get more stock of that? I was like, no. Can you get more stock of this? No. Can you get more stock of no? So yeah, it was a little bit on the crazy side, but such good fun. Really good fun. It's nice when it's like that, when it's really interactive and everything. Yeah, there was a little bit. It was like, right, what am I going to do now? Damn. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because they were just, some of the demos I had planned were for stuff that had already sold out. So they want you to obviously move on to the next thing. So I was like, okay, what have I got here? What have I got that I've brought with me that I can make up a demo? So yeah, no, it was good. Any other comments there?
Yeah, just Andrew says, sorry I'm late. But...
Oh, that's all right, lovely. So I don't know if we're not getting all the comments at the moment. We only seem to get sort of sporadic little comments in. So we're going to square this up. Dreaded squaring up, but we're going to square this up to 4.5 inches. So I've put, as per usual, I've put my diagonal line right down that seam, my 45-degree line right down the seam. Okay. And then we're going to go up one side, across like that. Okay. And then down the other 2 sides as well. Turn it round so that it's bottom left, the cut corners, up that side, and across like that. And do the same. We're going to do the same for all 4, I'm afraid. So you've got to just talk to me, ladies, while I'm squaring up. Anybody there? What have you all been making? Has anybody been doing anything interesting? I did like Sian put a post on the Giggles page this morning about normally we say, what do you like about sewing? But this time we were like, what do you not like about sewing? Put your whines on rather than your wows. And it's been quite funny reading them actually, because it's all those things that drive us potty. You're bobbing, running out when you don't realise, and you've done a big long line of sewing. I hate that. It drives me loopy. All sorts of things. Yeah, squaring up would be one of mine. I hate squaring up. It's the worst bit of quilting for me, but gotta be done. There we go. And then I do like these fabrics though. This one in particular. Look at that little skiing reindeer. Just love it. And look, he's caught in a snowball. I just think it's fab. Really, really cute. Really unusual Christmas fabrics. They're Moda as well, so they are really pretty. Really nice quality. So, but I'm not doing any, well, apart from the fact I really don't have any more of that Janet Clare fabric, I'm not doing any more blocks now in the original isolation colours, because honestly, I've got enough blocks there. I could make many, many quilts. So that's why I'm using some different fabrics now for these blocks, and I'll do something with them. Right, so Shoofly block, that's all the prep you've got to do. It's a really, really traditional block. So I'm going to lie this out towards you. You're going to put the half square, the darker one, the point to point on your centre square, like this. Okay, and like I said, this is really mega, mega easy little block. Very little to it, but I want to sew it together, and then we're going to cut into it and see what happens. Okay, so if you're making blocks still for your isolation quilt, this comes out at 12.5 as it is. If we start cutting up into it and changing it, it's not going to be 12.5. Okay, so you might want to like put a border or something around it to get it big enough if you're still doing your isolation block quilts, blocks for your quilts. Okay, so that's a Shoofly block. Really, really traditional. Not much to it. Very, not non-complicated block. All right, we're going to sew it together, and then I'm going to cut into it and see what happens. Sorry, I've really got to slurp my coffee. I talked so much yesterday. My throat's really sore today. So I'm going to sew together in rows. This one to this one to this one. That one, that one, that one, that one. Iron them in opposite directions. So again, I'm going to chain piece. So I'm going to pop these like this. Like this. Okay, take those. Ooh, take both of them. Helps, doesn't it? Take these over, chain piece those, and then I'll add on the other ones. Okay. So anybody having a chat there? What are you all up to? What was your favourite? If you did watch yesterday, what was your favourite project? Did you buy anything, or did you just watch? What did you think?
Says here afternoon, sat having lunch, waiting for my girls to come over. They're staying overnight.
Ah, no. Oh, yeah, you said yesterday you were having the girls tonight. Nice, that'll be lovely. Oh, I bet Meg's thankful, isn't it? Can she sleep?
I saw Meg yesterday.
Saw Meg yesterday, did you?
Yeah, with James. They were down Cosmeston. You better down Cosmeston yesterday.
Ah, nice. Oh, that's why you're looking all brown today. You were out and about with Beth yesterday, were you?
Yeah, but it was cloudy yesterday. It was sun.
I know, but it was still quite warm, wasn't it? Was it warm here yesterday? I was boiled up in Wachanda. It was really sunny up there. I had to have the aircon on full blast on the in the car. Okay, so, and then I'm just going to add the other one on. So I'm going to add that one onto this side. Make sure I've done it the right way. Yep, that's it. Anybody else? Anyone else there?
Mary said, I just want to know why my cat chooses to sit right in the middle of everything what I'm doing when I'm sitting on it, sewing on it.
Yeah, you get that a lot, don't you? I see that a lot on like different Instagram and Facebook posts. The minute people like put their quilt out to take a photo, cat comes and sits right in the middle. Yeah. Wants your attention. That's what it is. Wants to know he's still loved.
Nikki said everything's sold out too quickly to buy anything like the I don't know, Jakarta,
yeah.
Runner and mats.
Oh yeah, we've sold out of the mats. I think I've got like 2 or 3 of the table runners left. We will get more in stock though, and I'll put them onto the onto our website. So if there was anything you wanted, drop us a message, because I might have like the odd one left over of things. So yeah, I do like those placemats. I think they're brilliant because they're all 2.5-inch strips. They're fab for using a jelly roll. If you've got jelly rolls hidden there that you think, oh, I don't know what to do with, a project like that really showcases the fabrics, but it's so quick to do, so quick and easy. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly press this and put these together, and then we're going to cut into it and see what happens. Okay. Right. There we go. As you can see, this is mega quick block. It's a really pretty block though, actually. It's a really nice one. It's very, like I said, very traditional. Really traditional. So I want both of these to go that way. Like that. And then this one needs to go that way. Hang on. Let me just double check. That way. Nearly did it the wrong way. There we go. And this one. Yeah, I'm leaving the boys home alone this weekend and leaving them to fend for themselves and look after Tom. I mean, Tom's nearly 14, so he's fine. And they're all, well into their 20s now, so they're fine. But, yeah, I'm leaving them home alone and escaping with my husband for a couple of nights, which is going to be lush. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to sew the rows together. And as we done before, because I've ironed them in opposite directions, you right, Drew?
Right.
Because I've ironed them in opposite directions, I can nest those seams up really nicely. Okay, so just in case you haven't seen it before, let me just show you that quickly. Okay, so I've got this seam going that way, that seam going that way. So when you sort of push them together, you can kind of feel them click in. And if you pin diagonally, and again, I might have told you this before, if you pin diagonally like that, it keeps not only the top one down, but it keeps that bottom one down as well. Okay, so we're going to go right the way across.
Susanna asked, I like the placemats. Do you still have any in the shop?
The Jakarta ones, I possibly, lovely. If you give me till tomorrow, I will know if I've got any spare ones. They sold out on the show, but very often if we've got like 33 in the shop, I'll only tell Chandra I've got 30, just so I've got some to play with. But I genuinely don't know if we've got any of those left. I will have more coming in though. Okay, so there are, I think there's some Venice placemats left still. They're definitely still on our website. And but I don't think we've got any Casablanca ones. I'm waiting for stock to come in. June Taylor's obviously an American product, and EQS, who we buy it from, is waiting for a big shipment. It's on a ship coming over from America, but obviously with COVID and all the rest of it, everybody's sort of struggling to get a little bit of stock at the moment. So, but yes, give me till tomorrow, Susie, and I will know if I've got any spare. And then, oh, I ironed that one the wrong way. Hang on. And then I can let you know, okay? Or give me a shout, pop into the shop or ring us, okay? So just realised I'd ironed that one the wrong way, so I just need to iron that back the other way. And pop this back here. So, like that. Okay, and that one is going to go that way. Come on. Any other questions or comments there, just while I do this next scene? Anybody there?
I think you said that's so nice and well deserved.
Yeah, it's lovely actually. It kind of, you know, I mean, we normally do quite well on a Chandler anyway, but I don't think we've ever had a like sell-out show like that. We've had like individual items sell out, but it was a little bit crazy. I think a lot of it as well was because they had the big quilting event on, so they'd done lots of advertising, so a lot of soft crafters knew to watch, which was good. And they had that massive prize draw as well, which if you bought something, which encouraged people to shop, I think. But yeah, it was quite exciting to have a real sellout show like that. It was nice. Okay, right. That is, I'll just press that out gently. And we're going to have a little play with it. Okay. Just press that out so it's nice and flat. Now you could absolutely leave this block like this. And if you put lots of them together, they actually make lovely secondary patterns, because you get, you know, if you turn this one, you'd get another half square triangle there, and it makes all these lovely secondary patterns. There is nothing wrong with that at all. And if you're new to quilting, this is a brilliant little block just to try out. Okay. But for those of us who have done lots of blocks or want to try something different, let's have a little play. So I was thinking, what happens when you do something like, because this is basically a 9 patch now, isn't it? You've got 3 down by 3 down. Okay, 3 across by 3 down. So we could cut this up like a disappearing 9 patch. So we could go halfway through here and go down there like that and down there like that, and then turn 2 of them, which is what I might do. Or we could go corner to corner like that, okay, and then like that. But the thing with that is, because I've used the same fabrics, if I'd used different fabrics here, okay, so if I imagine, if I just draw a line across like this, I wouldn't get much variation. Now if I wanted to go diagonally, I would put different colours, okay. So if I did I don't know if you can really see this, but if I did that, so if I cut it across there, okay, you could do blocks with different colours. Okay, so if I'd done a second block with these with different colours, you know, maybe I used the trees or the little Santas or something, okay, which go in the same range, okay, if I do use some of those or whatever. When you put this half of a block with the new other half of a block, you'd have different colours, like this, okay, which would be really interesting actually, but there would be no point doing it with this just one block, because all I'd be doing is just sewing this back together, and there'd be no variation in colour. Is that everybody okay with it? Does that make sense? But there's no reason why you couldn't do that. If I did another block and different centre, different corners, and then you could mix and match them, okay? And they'd have really interesting like quarter triangles and stuff, and then half squares in the middle, all right? We could cut down, and then we could cut through diagonally as well. But you need another second block for that. So what we're going to do just, you know, for today is we're going to just cut through like we would for a disappearing 9 patch, all right? The thing I think people are a little bit scared of is experimenting with blocks. There's absolutely no reason. Use scrap fabrics, you know, use old duvet covers or clothing or something. Cut them up, do something like this, and then chop into them. It doesn't matter if it goes wrong, if it's an old duvet cover or an old shirt or something that you're using. You know, I wouldn't do it with your really expensive Liberty fabrics because if it goes wrong, it's a bit of a waste. But do it with your old scrappy fabrics. Do it with, like I said, duvet covers, sheets and stuff. And have a play and see what happens when you cut into things at different angles. Okay? So, we're going to just cut this like we would a disappearing 9 patch. And we're going to see what happens. So, our first thing you want to do is measure across here, and that should hopefully now be 4 inches, which it is, okay? Because it started at 4.5 and I've lost ½ inch either side. So 4 inches, halfway through would be 2 inches. So on my ruler, I'm going to line the 2-inch line up. Okay, no, sorry, I've got to do this towards me rather than you guys because it's of how I've got to cut. So I'm lining the 2-inch line up on the left hand side. Remember, it's left for me. Okay, like that. I would also then use one of my little horizontals like that to make sure it's nice and square. So I'm using the edge, this seam here and this seam here to line everything up to make sure it's all nice and square. Okay, so I'm going to cut up there right the way across like that. All right, try and leave the block where it is and move yourself rather than moving the fabric. Okay, so Drew, if you stay there, I should be able to manage. So again, I'm going to use these 2 edges. Okay, so I'm going to use this edge here and this edge here. So I'm going to line my 2-inch line up again along here, and then move it down so I've got my horizontal here. Okay, make sure that's all nice and square, and then I'm going to cut through this way like that. You've now got 4 little blocks. Okay, with the disappearing 9 patch, you just turn 2 of them. So we're going to turn this one to the centre like this, and this one to the centre. So opposite ones to the centre, and you've suddenly got a completely different block. Okay, right? So you could do this with lots of blocks and then put them all together. All right, I quite like that. It's changed something very traditional and very, you know, safe into something else. Okay, I was saying a minute ago, if you did this with 2 different colourways, once you've done that, you could then cut down through that one and you could swap out this half for another one and say this half for another one and change it into something else. We could have, let me just put this back to as it was, we could have, rather than use background fabric here, here and here, you could have used a different colour. Okay, so maybe if I'd put those trees in there, okay, I'd have been cutting through the trees, and then that would have given me another look again. Okay, so I'd have had like little trees all over the place. So have a play. Don't be frightened to have a play with your patchwork. I'm going to put this together now. Okay, so I'm going to just sew that one to that one to that one, and put them together. Treat them just like a little 4 patch then. All right, so I'm going to sew that one to that one, this one to this one, like that. So any questions or comments there while I'm...
No, everyone's quite quiet today.
You're all quiet today. I do wonder whether we're getting all the comments, because it's been like that. And when I've watched like the videos back, there's been loads and loads of comments there, but we're not seeing them live. So so if you've got any questions, I will try and answer them later if they're not coming up. Okay. So the thing I like about altering blocks is that, you know, like I was saying, a really simple block becomes something different, becomes something I can't remember which way down I put that now. Hang on, I'm going to have to check. Right, if that one's into the centre. Which way round did I put it? That one was into the centre. That would be like that. There we go, like that. Put it down wrong. Couldn't remember which edge I was going to be stitching then. Okay. Mind you, sometimes that creates really interesting things. Sometimes when you stitch things on different sides, sometimes it messes up your pattern. But sometimes when you stitch stuff on different sides, it can absolutely create all new patterns, all new blocks and things. And you think, oh, that's good. I haven't seen that before. What's going on here? Slipped. So, is anybody there? No comments or questions?
Dan's just said I feel some experimentation going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Play with a really simple block, something that, you know, and play with your scrap fabrics. If you they're just sat there doing nothing, all, you know, old clothing and whatever. See what happens. See what happens when you cut into it. You know, start with like 1 or 2 simple cuts, put that together and think, oh, I quite like that. But what if that happened? What if I did that now? What if I suddenly now added in, I might try that actually. Hang on 2 seconds. Let's put that onto there a second, and then let's try something I've just thought of. So we did the Evening Star block. We added extra bits on and stuff. So let's see what happens when we do that. We've got a little bit. I've got 10 minutes or so. So we could try adding in some more fabric. See what happens when you do that. It's just me.
Caroline asked, is there any further information about the mode of October?
Yes. So it's all been ordered. I will write some. Sorry, I've been so busy at the moment. It's ridiculous. I will write something up in the next couple of days and pop it onto Facebook. There will be 2 colourways. There will be a pink colourway and then a blue tealy turquoisey colourway. The kit will be £95. I've costed it all out. It'll be £95, and that is all the fabric you need for the top of the quilt. Okay, and it's a good size quilt. You're getting, I think it's 10, something like 10 and a bit meters. So you are getting it like, because it's Moda, so you are getting it. I think it's like 10 3/4 meters in total in the kit. You can. We're not taking payment for them yet because I want to make sure the fabric comes in. Because I mean, Moda have promised me it'll be here in September and everything, but you know, but we are starting a reserve list, so we've already got 2 people down for the blue ones. They contacted me the other day, so I've only got 10 kits of each colourway. I've got 10 in the pink, 10 in the blue. So if you do definitely want a kit, drop us a message and we'll put you on down for one. Okay, they're £95. That will then we will do a Zoom or a private Facebook group. We'll do once, maybe twice a week. I've just got to look at my diary. We will do like a 2-hour session where you can dial in like this, and I will take you through the blocks of that week, because there'll be you will have a you can go on the Moda website and download the pattern each day. You don't have to do one every day, obviously. You could just download the patterns and just keep them, you know, and do one a month if you wanted to. But I will then take you through any tricky bits that are on any of the patterns. And you'll be able to ask me questions about any of those patterns from the previous 7 days. I will be making it up as well, so I'll be able to see if there's anything that maybe doesn't quite make sense, or they might need a bit of help with that. So yeah, we're going to do that. If you choose not to buy the kit, there will be if you buy the kit from us, you'll be able to access that Facebook group, that private Facebook group, or Zoom. I've got to decide which one I'm going to do first. I think probably a Facebook group, private Facebook group, because then the videos will stay on there, and you can revisit them as much as you want. Where Zoom, you're a bit stuck. Once I'm gone, I'm gone. So I'm going to probably do it as a Facebook group. If you don't buy the kit, you can still download the patterns, but you can then pay. I haven't worked out quite how much, but it'll probably be sort of about £5 a week or for each session. If you haven't bought the kit, if you buy the kit, it's free of charge to join the group. If you don't buy the kit, there'll be a small charge, but you can then dial into the dial in. God, that's an old expression, isn't it? Dial in, like dial up my internet. You'll be able to join the group for a charge, and it means you can use your own fabrics. Okay, so that's entirely up to you if you want to do that. but that's roughly how it's going to work. I will put everything kind of in writing so that you've got all the details, okay? But does that make sense, everybody? Is everybody all right with that? Okay, so there we go. So you've got a block that now looks like that, okay? And you could make lots of blocks and you would start getting lovely secondary patterns, because when, you know, if you did one in reverse colours or different colours, you'd end up with, when you join them together, you're going to end up with little 4 patches by looks of it and all sorts, okay? But what if we altered this bit here? What if we altered that? Let's have a little look, see, because I've just got a few more minutes. So if I added on let me cut a couple of 2.5 inch squares. Okay. And this, I think, it's a really nice way of playing around and seeing what you can create. So let me just cut a 2.5 inch strip like this. How's this fabric? Ooh. Like that. There we go. 2.5 inches. Like that. And then we want 2 squares because there's 2 sides. So, like that. Any questions there, comments, Drew, while I'm just cutting? Anything there?
Jan asked, is there a place I can see the colours?
Yes, again, if you give me just a couple of days, I will. So we did put a post up with the pinks. You'll have to scroll back a little bit, but I will see if I can ping that to the top. And I will take a picture of the blues, because I had to choose the blues. Well, they chose the pinks, but I went through our Moda Grunge and ordered blues. And I'll put some pictures up so you'll be able to see them, okay? Right, and you'll be able to see a picture of the actual finished quilt as well that they've done. So, if I draw a line down here, like this. Any other questions there?
Susan says, and can you put me down for the blue?
You'd like a blue one? Yeah. Can you just drop, Susie, sorry to be a pain, but can you drop me a Facebook message? Just because otherwise it can get very lost in the comments on here, lovely. So if you drop me a Facebook message, well, not me, obviously, drop the shop a Facebook message. I've got it there, and it means I can file it in the right bit. Otherwise, so much going on, I don't want people to lose out, okay? So please do, if you are interested, drop me a message, okay? So I'm going to alter these corners and add in a bit of red, okay? Because there's quite a lot of cream going on at the moment, isn't there? So if I add these on like this, so I've put my diagonal line following that seam, and I'm going to stitch on the line this time. So I'm going to do the same this side. Okay. And let's see what happens. See what this does. So, oh God, it's gone really dark, isn't it? Really grey out there. It's horrible. So, any other questions there, love? Will I just sew down?
No, Sarah just said send it in the PM so it doesn't get missed.
Yeah, exactly. Send it in a private message so it to us, and then it won't get missed. Lovely. Okay.
I can't got because I got to leave for work soon.
Yeah, typical. It's because you've got a bike to work. It's going to piddle down, isn't it? There we go. So I'm just stitching down these lines like that. And then I'm going to trim off that excess. Okay, like this. Now I could have done this, I suppose, before we cut it up. If I'd have, when we had it as the Shoofly block, if I'd have put these on before I cut through, you'd have had little red bits in here, little corners. So hang on, let me just press this out, and then I can kind of show you how it would look. So yeah, if we'd have altered that, and grab those 2 little red bits of excess. So you see, this is starting to make it look different again, okay, by adding on some corners. But if I'd have done that when it was before I'd cut it up, this one would have had a piece of red in there like that, and this one would have had a piece of red in there like that. Can you see? And you suddenly ending up with different patterns. Oh, it looks like a sweetie paper now. Looks almost like a sweetie, kind of. So I just wanted to show you a block that was really a bit, not dull, because it's not dull, but you know what I mean, not overly exciting, But what can happen when you experiment with it and add things in and go, what if? So that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah, it's a bit of playing today, but I think worth having a little play sometimes, isn't it? Having a little experiment and see what happens. I'm back tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and what am I doing? I am doing a zigzag table runner. Super, super quick, super fast to do. Really nice and easy. Using pre-cuts as well if you've got them, but you don't have to. You can cut them up yourself, but it does use a pre-cut. But it's a really, really funky, slightly different way of putting stuff together. So I'm doing that tomorrow, and then on Friday I'm going to show you a little log cabin needle case, which has got a little secret to it. Okay, so you'll have to tune on Friday for that one. So that's tomorrow and Friday. So thanks for joining me. Any questions or comments there before we go?
Linda says thanks both, but I have to rewatch.
Cool, lovely.
Yeah, I was just mentioning the rain.
I know, it's horrible, isn't it? I think it's going to start to absolutely pour down in a moment. It's really dark. Apparently it's supposed to be scorchio this weekend, like really, really warm. Knowing my luck, because I'm away in the middle of the countryside with nothing around me, it's going to pour down, isn't it? The weathermen are going to get it wrong. Never mind. I always have really bad luck with weather on holiday, always. But never mind. So, anything else there? Any other questions or anything?
Anne says, love it. Thank you, Sarah. Good luck, Drew, on your way to work.
Yeah.
Might just take my bike on the train.
You could take your bike on the train. Cop out.
Save myself some rain.
Cool. All right then, guys. I'm going to go back over the shop, and I'm going to drag Alex and Tom over there as well with me, I think, to help pack, because it's a little bit crazy. Get that packing done, and I will see you all tomorrow at 1. Take care, guys. Bye.